Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode of the Star Life. Hopefully, I'm petting Maggie down here. Yeah, see if she gets upset. Yep. Um, I want to make this video the only video I make about this year, or at least this month and next month. On the 27th of January 2009, I lost I lost everything. My cats, Bridget, Brew, Orshata, Princess, and Negros. A 3,000 plus volume library. Family heirlooms. It wasn't until my wife and I went down to San Antonio. Was that 2 years ago? Two and a half.
Last year, wasn't it?
Last year, about a year ago. It wasn't until my wife and I went down there that I was even able to look at the place where the building used to be. We took the bus to San Antonio from up here. They got on in Keene. You don't want to know about that bus ride.
The first part wasn't bad. The last part was hell.
Then we get to San Antonio. I am thankful that I got to take my wife to a particular restaurant. It's a very good restaurant. It's only open for breakfast and lunch. It's in the city center. It's blocks, like 2 or 3 blocks from the Greyhound station. Anyway, that's not what I want to talk about. So, had the fire. The arson investigation said it was an electrical fire. If you knew the way the electricity was in that building, and you knew how old that building was, and you knew the wiring in that building, it's frankly not surprising. It's sad, but not surprising. And I had gone over to my mom's house to eat dinner with her, and I was on the bus on the way going back home, and I look out, and there's a plume of black smoke. And deep in my heart, I just knew what it was. And I jumped off that bus and I took off running. And the building was engulfed. And nothing was, they couldn't save anything. And the neighbor, they tried to, sweetie. If you would have seen and the fire station was just down the road, and if you would have seen what they were doing, they were really working hard. The guy across from me, he was a big, heavy-set guy. I was scared that he didn't make it, but thankfully he did, because he couldn't move very well. He couldn't move very fast. But I miss my cats. The cats we have now, I cannot name them after the cats I had, because just can't do that. Cannot replace them. They had their own personalities and everything, and they were who they were. And Bridget was my oldest, and she was the first cat I ever lived with. She was either Siamese or part Siamese. She had beautiful blue eyes. I called her my pretty blue-eyed baby.
You get $100 off your deductible for every year of safe driving, which means you could save a lot of energy.
Gosh, the things that happened. Because that fire, I had no place to go. So I went over to my mom's house. And she's like, "What are you doing here?" And I'm like, well, you know, I told her what happened. And then, like, we went over to, was it Bill Miller's barbecue, and I had a couple of barbecue sandwiches. They were like 99 cents, but they were filling. You know, so I could have 2 or 3 of those, and it would satisfy me, and a drink. And I didn't know what was wrong with her at that point, but I sure found out later what was wrong with her. She has Alzheimer's, and she's still technically alive, but
That wasn't the only thing, though. What's wrong with her?
no, that wasn't the only thing. Not by a long shot. I mean, she was, you know, on the one hand, I can understand my sister having issues with our mother, but she's still our mother. You know, I'm the crazy one. I'm supposed to be the one incapable of anything and everything. Yeah, I'm the one
Bullshit.
who took care of my mother. You know, our mother. And I'm the one who dealt with the fire and dealt with my mother after the fact, who couldn't remember for 5 minutes why I was even over there. You know, there was this, I don't know how you say, like a taco truck that went into the neighborhood, and they sold gorditas, and I like their gorditas. So, you know, one night I'm over there, it's like 9 p.m. And I'm like, well, I'm going to go get a gordita. Oh, no, you don't do that. You better not go outside. I'm like, what the hell?
I think lots of stupid ass stuff right in there.
Yeah, she was freaking out. It's 9 p.m. I'm going to go get a couple of gorditas. And she's,
Out of her mind.
yeah, I'm like, oh, gosh. So, you know, I stayed over there as long as I could, and then I wound up on the streets. Because I couldn't handle that. I could not take it anymore. Again, I didn't know what was going on. I did not know what was wrong with her. And looking back on it, you know, Alzheimer's was not on the list of actually, I had nothing on the list of possibilities. I just knew there was something wrong with her. Because I knew there was something wrong with her a long time ago, but this was in addition to all that. And I don't think my wife had much better than I did. Well, at least she didn't get sent away to institutions for just being herself.
My father was through fifth.
So,
He didn't put up with that bullshit.
So, one night I just said, you know, that's it. You know, you need to get some help. You need to figure out what's wrong with you. And I went, and what happened the first night I'm out there? It freaking rains. It doesn't rain for 9 months. And the first night I'm out there trying to sleep in a field, it rains. And the second night it rains. And I don't remember if I was out there a third night or how many nights I was out there. Yeah. So I go over to Methodist Transplant and Specialty Hospital, which was across the street from the field I was trying to sleep in. And I did everything I could to con my way, if you will, into the hospital. And they sent me to Methodist Metropolitan. When I was getting out of there,
Act like you're out of your mind or something.
yeah, I mean, I really had to lay it on good. And so they sent me to Methodist Metropolitan, and while I was there, they were trying to help me find something for when I got out, and I was there a little over a week. Usually they just keep you just under a week to a week. So they were doing right by me, which they always did. I mean,
look, damn you, I've got no fucking place to live. It just burnt to the ground, you know.
yeah, and
What the hell am I supposed to do?
they hooked me up with this like boarding home.
It's not like you had a choice.
And I go to this boarding home. I spend one night there. In the morning, I gather what I have left of my stuff, which somebody at my mom's church gave me a sleeping bag, which I happen to still have. And the few things I was able to buy with the money the Red Cross gave me. The Red Cross was very rude, and I don't have much good to say about them.
Well,
And I gathered it up, and I was like, well, where am I going to go now? And I went over to my mom's house. I stayed there for maybe a week, and then I got an apartment. But I needed a place to live, so I got an apartment in a place honestly, I shouldn't have been at. But I want to say this: all the fucking hell that I went through.
You still care about your mother, but your damn sister
Yeah.
doesn't.
And I met my wife. If I would not have gone through this, I would not have met my wife. I don't even know how to explain to her what she means to me.
Too.
And
you lose your only child and you can't have any more. That's walking through hell. I don't even know how the hell I walked out of the hospital when he died.
Sorry, sir. And I would not have met her. It would not have happened. So when people talk about, bad things happening in life, bad things freaking happen in life, but I met her. That beautiful woman sitting over there that you heard. I know I wish I would not have gone through all that. I miss my babies. My wife misses her baby. But if not for what I went through, I would not have met her. And the anniversary is coming up. I don't want to make another video about this. The landlord was a freaking slumlord. My mother was nuts to begin with. And
sound like my grandmother. My mom and my grandmother are both nuttier than fruitcakes. So was my aunt. She's locked up in the insane in the nursing home now. She's so damn nutty.
No, I do.
The judge put her in there.
I do.
She gets pissy at me. When I come there to see her, and I brought her some stuff in a Walmart bag, and she swears I'm down there trying to steal it. I was about ready to hit her. It's like, don't you even fucking accuse me of stealing, you damn bitch. Stomp your ass into the floor. Get mad at me because I tried to sweep the damn kitchen floor because the cat litter up off of it.
I know, exactly.
You fucking bitch. That's when I called public health on her.
No, my mother would get up. She'd spend 30 seconds sweeping the floor, then I would try to help.
I want to take that damn broom and beat the shit out of her with it.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Got rocks in your damn head.
So,
I hope that the damn bitch dies in that fucking nursing home. And I don't even want to know. I don't even ask my caring about her. I don't give a shit. So what if I use some of her money? Don't bitch at me.
So, I don't want to make another video about this year. Hopefully 1 year I will be able to go through this without even talking about it. But
well, I've got the second coming up,
Yeah. So look at the positives in life. I met my wife. I would not have met my wife. I am not in Texas anymore. Texas, frankly, sucks. But I met my wife. If not for all this stuff that has happened, I wouldn't know her. I wouldn't be with her. We wouldn't be together. And she's an amazing woman.